Hi Cindy, what a great post. You touched on a lot of very important things, and I liked how you quoted Jacobs on page 160 about walking the fine line between the government and competing interests in pursuing changes in the Middle East. As a caveat to that, the economic development would address decolonization possible and the post-war tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union. However, they failed epically at trying to find any type of economic and strategic responses or purpose for what was going on. And honestly, I think with the continuing conflicts between Israel and Palestine, and like you pointed out with radical Islam and terrorism, that these things have made trying to find an answer to how best to work with the Middle East almost impossible. But had we would have given them more when we were there in the 1940s and 1950s, had we wouldn't have just gone in and said, hey, we're just going to come in and establish oil. We're going to give you just this little bit here and maybe a job, but then when we're done establishing what we need, we're going to take your job away and leave you with less than what you had to begin with, because you had a taste of quote-unquote the good life, and now you don't have that anymore. So I think we have made more enemies and have turned people more so away from modernization than anything. So, and this isn't a bash on America, this isn't a bash on foreign policy, but it is to say that it has become a failed in our efforts. And I think because we are partially responsible for that failure, we have the responsibility of fixing it in a way that is most suitable for both parties, not just to establish national interest. And I can't say that it has to be all about the Middle East, because if we have nothing to gain out of it, then we have no reason to be there. So I think there has to be a mutual agreement or a mutual compromise, and I think that's the only way anything's ever going to get accomplished, is when that actually happens, when we can find something that they need from us as much as we need from them.